కూడా ఒకసారి ఈ మాటలన్నీ కూడా జరిగినటివన్నీ కూడా జరగాల్సినటివన్నీ కూడా తెలియాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది కాబట్టి చెప్తా. Never in the history of Andhra Pradesh, probably never in the history of this country, probably, we have ever witnessed such a situation where you actually have a situation where if somebody were to visit a temple, people have been barred from visiting temple. These are the notices given to YSRCP cadre, MLAs, corporators, sarpanches, MPTCs, ZPTCs, this kind of cadre. These are the various notices. Coming out from various districts. And you know what these notices say? They say, even though they are in Telugu, I would translate them into English for better understanding. The notices say that the ex-Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy is visiting Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, and that program does not have the approval of the government, and if any karyakarta participates in this program, cases would be booked on them. That is the gist of these notices. And such kind of notices were given to the YSRCP cadre, MLAs, everybody, corporators, by cops. I know the surprising factor is an ex-chief minister who has visited Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam temple not once but several times before. Even before becoming the chief minister also, during the beginning of my Padayatra and also during the end of my Padayatra after concluding my 3,648 kilometers of my Padayatra before I returned home, I walked all the way onto the top. And Chandrababu Naidu was the chief minister then. Several times in the past we visited Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, even before I became the chief minister. And after I became the chief minister, every year TTD invited me. And on their invitation, I had the opportunity to give clothes to Lord Venkateshwara Swami. Every year. And today, to divert the topic from the deeds that have been committed, from the faults that have been committed by Chandrababu Naidu, they have brought up another topic onto the forefront, barring people from entering the temple. In fact, I'd like to say I like everybody to notice these aspects. I like everybody to see these aspects. What happened during the so-called controversy on laddus? Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam reputation has been lowered by Chandrababu Naidu. The pride of our laddus was diminished by Chandrababu Naidu. He intentionally planted a seed of doubt that the laddus were not good to eat, even though he knew very well that he was lying. I mean, if one were to just see the facts, what took place. See this, the concept of this procurement of material for preparation of laddus or preparation of prasadams is not new. This has been going on for decades. Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam board is a very pristine board. You have people from all walks of life, from different states who are board members. In fact, to get a membership onto the board, you actually have recommendations from central ministers. You have recommendations from the neighboring state chief ministers. Such is the esteemness of this board. Such is the pristine of this board. And these board members work there in a very transparent manner, with the only intent to ensure that whatever they do it for the good of the temple. With that motto in mind, they work. And as far as these tenders are concerned, it's a routine process. Every 6 months, procurement of tender happens. Procurement of these materials to prepare the prasadams or laddus is a routine practice. The government does not get involved. It's an autonomous body. It's the board which takes the decisions. The conditions which are applicable for anybody to be participating in these tenders are also not new. They've been in existence also for decades. The quality of the material, what is asked for, is also been the same for decades. It's a routine process. And during the course of this routine process, which takes place every 6 months, e-tenders have been called for. And based on the e-tenders, people who've quoted L1, people who've quoted the least, people who qualify, people who've participated, people who've quoted the least, automatically gets the tender. And that is approved by the board. This is the normal routine practice. And just not, the process doesn't just stop there. The process is that after they get the tender, it's not just one company alone who once again is going to be participating for the whole of it. The other participants also get 35% of the quota if they were to match the price. So all these people supply ghee and these kind of materials whatsoever are required every 6 months during this course of the tendering process. The process just doesn't stop there. The process is, after they are qualified and given the work order, these people are supposed to supply